Welcome back to the Bernstein and Goff Show. We are live out here at the Atrium at the United Center, right in front of Gate 4, next to the Madhouse Team Store. If you're thinking about coming on down and watching the Minnesota Timberwolves and Bulls tip off at 8:30, we'll be here until about 6 or so. Dan, your guy Logan Paul is at it again.
My guy who?
Logan Paul, the YouTube dude.
I don't know much about him. I've heard his name. That's the guy that told people to kill themselves?
Well, he actually was walking through the woods, and someone had committed suicide, and he kind of made a video out of it, and he showed it, and people were mad at him. And he said he would never do it again. He lost a ton of dough, apparently, because he's a YouTube star, and people like promoting, like it when he promotes their stuff, because the eyes come with Logan Paul. But this is from USA Today. Logan Paul, 2018's new major problem for YouTube, has gotten into more hot water with the Google-owned video network. The issue this time, a rat and the Tide Pods challenge. YouTube said it would temporarily suspend ads on his popular YouTube channel after Paul, one of the top-earning creators on the network, shocked a rat in a recent video with a taser. Also, Paul on a rat. Also, Paul on Twitter, in a since-deleted tweet, suggested he'd eat a Tide Pod for every retweet from his 4.2 million followers, an attempted joke aimed at a dangerous internet-fueled teen trend of swallowing the colorful detergent packets for views. In recent weeks, such prank videos have emerged on YouTube, and the service has been struggling to take them down as soon as they are flagged. U.S. Poison Centers in January reported 142 incidents from individuals taking the Tide Pod challenge. Paul, who earned an estimated, check this out, Dan.
Okay.
$12.5 million last year, according to Forbes, has been in the crosshairs of YouTube this year, though it's hardly dented his popularity among his largely teen and kid fan base. On New Year's Eve, Paul posted a video of a trip to a forest in Japan known for suicides, in which he filmed an apparent suicide victim and his own incredulous reaction. YouTube responded to the public backlash by taking Paul out of his preferred program, which gives higher ad revenues to video creators with large followings, and canceled plans to make a movie with Paul for its premium YouTube Red service. Couple of things here. The fact that kids and people are clamoring for every video that Logan Paul makes tells you kind of where we're at right now as a society. The other fact that he made $12.5 million doing it tells you that I'm in the wrong damn business. But this Tide Pod challenge, we made fun of this about a month ago because it became a phenomenon. There have been over 140 deaths, and now there are laws being written up right now, Dan, about making Tide Pods look less like candy, because kids are doing this. And then
what do you have to put Mr. Yuck on them?
I have no idea, but the people who are chewing on Tide Pods in these YouTube videos, I guess the deaths aren't getting around. The word of the deaths aren't getting around to the people who continue to do this. So, yeah, Logan Paul, the idiot du jour, is in a little bit of trouble. $12.5 million, though, man. Hey, as I say, God bless America.
Eventually, it was going to come to this as we continue in other news to track what is happening with the airlines and emotional support animals. Because we mentioned this story when Delta Airlines first changed the rules, then United Airlines decided that they had had enough when a woman showed up with her emotional support peacock. And what they have done is they have made more stringent the rules that govern such things, and you actually have to have a genuine support animal, be it a guide dog or something that is actually assisting a real condition as validated by a doctor, psychiatrist, psychologist, etc. Well, we've had another issue, and this time it's Spirit Airlines welcoming to the club.
The airline that makes you pay for air.
Missing a flight can be quite a hassle for your average passenger, writes The Guardian, but for Pebbles, an emotional support dwarf hamster owned by Belen Aldecosia, it was downright deadly.
Marco Bellinelli?
Aldecosia flushed Pebbles down an airport toilet after her pet was denied passage on a Spirit Airlines flight. She couldn't figure out any other way to get home to South Florida.
That sucks.
The 21-year-old college student said she had been assured in advance the hamster could travel with her. Then she said an airline employee advised her to either flush the animal or let it loose outside. And we don't know it's deadly. It could be alive and well. It could have been irradiated, and now it's like 20 feet long and living in the sewer somewhere.
Dan, no,
you never know.
The pressure that comes with those airplane bathrooms.
No, airports, not if it's airplane. Yes, then it's in a chunk of blue ice somewhere. Right. There's no question. There's no getting out of that.
Yeah, it's in the Dave Matthews Band trailer.
After hours of indecision and unsuccessful attempts to rent a car, the hamster owner chose to flush the hamster.
You really didn't need it then if you're willing to kill it.
Right. How much emotion? Okay, you're stepping on my punchline
I'm sorry here, brother.
She said, she was scared, I was scared. It was horrifying trying to put her in the toilet, Aldecosia said. I sat there for a good 10 minutes crying in the stall. Derek Dombrowski, spokesman for Spirit Airlines, acknowledged that the company had mistakenly told her that the hamster was permitted to fly, but denied that killing the hamster was their idea. We can say confidently that at no point did any of our agents suggest this guest, or any other for that matter, should flush or otherwise injure an animal. It is incredibly disheartening to hear this guest reportedly decided to end her own pet's life. Okay, so here's where I go with
made
this.
A nice coat for Chris Long's Super Bowl celebration. Come on, what are we doing?
Now this is perfect. At every airport terminal, giant toilet, just for your dumbass emotional support animals.
Hey, man, I mean,
and I don't when you're showing up with your emotional support emu and your emotional support taper or whatever you've got, right in the thing and flushed. Automatic. I don't care what it is, it's getting flushed.
It's kind of like the box they make you leave your lotion in if it's more than 3.4 ounces. Like, sir, your emotional pit bull's got to go in there. Sorry about that.
You're going to have to bring your emotional grandmother,
mother-in-law,
whatever it is, over to the giant toilet, and we're flushing it away.
Graham, you got to go.
Sorry
about that.
No emotional support, Aunt Sue.
All right, Tokyo, Japan. Hello. A Tokyo public school has adopted Giorgio Armani uniforms for students, triggering criticism in a country where hefty school fees are already burdening young parents. Now, if you've ever been to a school where you had to wear a uniform, it's supposed to be so that all the kids can be equal and you don't have to worry about the
it's supposed to be
triggers.
It's supposed to be so the Bloods and the Crips don't have a gunfight during lunch.
I don't know that I had that problem at Faith Christian Academy in Evanston, but I thought it was just so that it could be a form of equality in uniforms. Tamai Elementary School in Tokyo's upscale Ginza shopping district. Ginza, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Ginza shopping district has announced plans to introduce the new uniform option. Ladies and gentlemen, it costs more than 80,000 yen, or $730 for a full set. A minimum set, a navy blue jacket and matching trousers or skirt, a long sleeve shirt, and a hat would be more than twice the price of the current uniforms. The school's principal, Toshitsugu Wada, told a news conference Friday that the top fashion brand would fit Taimei's identity as a school of Ginza. He said he chose Armani because its boutique is near the school as well. Wada acknowledged the new uniform would cost more, but considered it worth it. He said his decision is unchanged despite the criticism. I thought Taimei can use the power of the foreign fashion brand for its identity, he said. The Armani uniform to be launched in April is recommended, but not compulsory. In Japan, where a sense of belonging and conformity are valued, uniforms are worn at most secondary schools and used to be considered durable and thrifty.
That's a lot of money for your uniform. It's supposed to just be some khakis and a white
polo
shirt or a polo, right?
A button down. Ladies and gentlemen, we got basketball Indiana Jones in front of us over here.
Just gonna say that.
Look at that hat.
He's dog sledding here, probably.
Bill Wennington is getting set to join us.
He was just asking if we found his hamster.
Well, that's a whole nother question. Go back to your playing days for that. Yeah, I like it. It's kind of like Indiana Jones meets sheepskin meets Future, ladies and gentlemen.
This story is going to hit close to home for him because
Bill Wennington.
We always
are we talking about the Air Wennington burger?
No, we're talking about the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. And we always define a police force based on what it feels it needs to investigate. right? Because you
Black
know,
people.
like if you grew up in the suburbs, you knew that the police always had time to break up like underage drinking parties or catch people going 5 miles an hour of the speed limit. And then when you live in a real city, you know that there's actually like people getting shot and they have much more important things that they have to do.
Breaking up meth labs, that kind of thing.
And this is from outside of Regina, careful, Saskatchewan.
Oh, that's our guy, Akeem Hicks.
The Kenora Sturgis Royal Canadian Mounted Police are asking for help finding some pierogies that went missing from the Ukrainian Catholic Church in Kenora late in January. So we're well into February, and now these are the Mounties. This is Dudley Do-Right.
Looking for
these are the Mounties who are asking for help. My mother made outstanding pierogies, and we expect that our pierogies will be excellent and will be the kind of pierogies that stand for what our program stands for. And that is not only an excellent pastry shell on the outside, but only the finest potato filling that represents what we do as a Duke basketball program. So the RCMP says pierogies and other food from the church were stolen. They don't know if the suspects were in a car or on foot. And anyone with information is asked to contact the RCMP or Crime Stoppers. I mean, what do you do for a living? If you don't,
that's a good start to an investigation, though. We have no idea what they look like. We don't know if they're running or in a car. And it's food.
Somebody probably ate them.
Yes. That means you're going to have to do a lot of a deep dive somewhere you probably don't want to do the deep dive.
All I know is you're not busy is the point. The RCMP out there in the hinterlands of Canada, not busy.
And that's in other news here on the Bernstein and Goff Show. Looking forward to a conversation at some point with Bulls luminaries like one Bill Wennington. I don't know. Maybe you should call down and see what's going on in that Timberwolves locker room whenever they get in there. It'd be nice to have somebody who's wearing Minnesota, teal and whatever the hell they wear. They used to wear Bulls red and black. I don't know. Maybe I'll get away like Hawk Harrelson and go check on Todd Frazier down in the Bulls locker room.
Check on Jimmy's twists.
Or Taj or somebody like that. Maybe Derek's in that locker room by now. We'll see. We'll see what's going on.
Like by accident, he just showed up there?
I wouldn't put it past Derek to show up in the wrong locker room.